How's it going, friends? Reckless Yuki here. Hope you guys are doing fantastic, and in this video we're going to determine what's going to be my favorite headphone stand to use when holding my headphones when I'm not using them. And the two headphones that I'm going to use for this test are going to be my Audio-Technica ATH-AD900Xs, which are a set of cans that I absolutely love when it comes to competitive first-person shooters. Absolutely love these headphones. And then when it comes to everything else, as far as for more immersive games and games that I want to basically get really involved in, or music or movies, it's going to be my Philips Fidelio X2s. These are possibly the finest cans I have ever owned, and I really do love these. Now, the three products I have in front of me, two of them which I recently bought, one is very old. The old one is this old Sennheiser desk clamp thing that I picked up on a recommendation from a cheap tech from Linus Tech Tips, and back then this was $20 for this little hunk of plastic, but it was pretty nice because it had this nice foam pad and it has the Sennheiser logo and the Sennheiser name, so it kind of makes you feel a little bit more warm and fuzzy when you're holding your headphones, having something as nice as Sennheiser to do it. So this is what I used to use, but I didn't really like this because whenever I had this sitting on the desk, or basically clamped to the desk, whenever I would turn my chair or do something, I always seemed to knock the headphones off, especially with the way that I had my desk set up. It was basically just right at the point of my knees, so that it wasn't very useful, and I kept dropping my headphones. So I didn't really like this, and I'm looking for a better solution. Now, the other one that I have in front of me is something I'm kind of excited for, is the SilverStone headphone stand, which is the EBA01. Now, this comes at a hefty price of $70. Now, if you're comparing this to something from like Woo Audio or one of those curved wooden headphone stands, this is actually a steal and a bargain. And for the build quality of this, I heard that it was a very good price, but we're gonna see if I actually truly like this. And to compare this, I bought another headphone stand that is significantly cheaper. Now, this is something from Joe Coro, I think is how you pronounce it. This is a super cheap headphone stand. You can find this on Amazon for $20 if you're willing to spend that much for this. But I found this on eBay for about $9.60 some cents. So I bought a couple of these, and I have to say I'm overall pleased with the quality of this. But I'm really kind of curious to know if this is going to be a superior headphone stand. So bear with me as I assemble both of these and kind of see how they work and what I like best. So yeah. Alright, so I just finished assembling them and kind of messing with them a little bit, testing them out to see how I like them. And I have to say, first and foremost, the thing that I really noticed is that the SilverStone is a freaking brick, where this is very light, nimble, and kind of just like, you know, it doesn't have much heft to it at all. It's very lightweight. But this thing, if someone was to break into my house, I think I would probably pass up on my knife and just like go after them with this thing and just like, you know, throw this at their head, because this can kill a man. I am actually kind of nervous about this because this has a lot of heft to it. It is just solid aluminum. I am kind of worried about this though, because if I have this sitting on my desk and my dog is crawling underneath my table and somehow gets tangled up in my headphone cord with my headphones on it, I'm worried that if she does that and she pulls this off the desk, it's going to like hit her and basically hurt her. So I have to be very mindful about this if I am going to use this. And I think I most likely am going to be using the SilverStone over this really cheap one when it comes to holding the headphones on my desk. And I like both of these solutions more so than this because I wanted to basically get something that wasn't going to be in my, you know, the path of my thighs as I turn around in my chair. So I was looking for a desktop solution. And you know, this is a nice headphone stand for what it is. I really like the fact that it is light, and the fact that this little kind of top part here is very bendable and pliable, so when you put a set of headphones on there, it kind of bends and contours to it so that it doesn't have those like, it doesn't develop any sort of kind of harsh imprints on the foam padding there. So I think this does a very good job, but you kind of have to be careful of this because it's not going to be able to fit all headphones. Like my Audio-Technica ATH AD900Xs here, it basically is just too small to hold these headphones. It can't support these little beams at the top without hitting this, unless if I want to like kind of go on a cocked angle just to kind of put it on there. But I mean, I could have it like that where it's just going to be on one of these, but it's not wide enough for both of these. I can kind of like finagle it where if I gently set them, it will like kind of rest like that, but it's just not really feasible for these sort of headphones. So when it comes to holding headphones on my desk, I'm gonna have to kind of pass up on this. Now, I really like this one because it does have that nice kind of curve on the top, so it's not going to leave any sort of harsh imprints. With some of the headphone stands I see, it's just basically a flat edge, and that will kind of just dig into the foam, and depending on the type of foam you have, if it's like that memory foam, you're just going to make indents into it. And this one is pretty cool because this can hold both of my headphones with ease, just like that. And you know, it's able to hold both of them, and it has plenty of room to do so. So I really like this solution here, and I think SilverStone has done an excellent job with this headphone stand, and I'm actually quite impressed with it. But still, this is $70, but then again, it's a home security device because you just have to throw this at an intruder's head and they're basically gonna run away. Like, I feel that this is more effective as far as scaring people than like a shotgun. No, not really, but I mean, I'm just making jokes. But anyways, I do like this. So I think the SilverStone is going to be my new headphone stand for my desk. But on the bench here, I'm going to be using this to basically hold all the headphones that I've had and used in the past, to basically just kind of display as a showpiece, because I do kind of like this. And from time to time, I do like trying out my old headphones again, especially when comparing them to new headphones and new pairs of cans that I get. So anyways, I think that's about it for the video. My new favorite headphone stand is going to be the SilverStone one, just for those reasons again, but I'm going to make sure to place this somewhere on my desk so that if it does topple over, it's not going to topple over and hurt one of my dogs, because that is something that I am very concerned with. But anyways, let me know what you think in this video in the comments below, and if you're interested in these products, I'll leave links in the description. Now, when it comes to this headphone stand, just look for it on eBay. Basically, just have to browse on eBay and eventually you'll find this, and it's going to take a little bit of searching, but you will find this. Don't pay $20 for this from Amazon unless if you really want prime shipping. I would recommend just going to eBay, and you know, for the most part, as far as the sellers, like I bought a lot of these and I've received them all. I haven't had any issues. So if I was you guys, and if you're interested in a really cheap solution, this is probably the best cheap solution now, depending on the headphones you have. So if it's something like this that can easily fit, then it's a perfect solution, especially if you just have one. But if you have a set of Audio-Technicas that have this kind of like winged sort of setup, it's not going to fit these very well. So be mindful of that and what kind of headphones you're looking at storing. So anyways, that's it for the video. Let me know what you think, so like I said, in the comments, and links will be in the description, and I will talk to you guys again in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.